Welcome to my channel where I speak with a broken English, but the food always tastes delicious, delicious, delicious. Today we are making a delicious stew. In Spanish we call it pollo guisado con zanahoria and papa, but in English we call it chicken stew. So let's make this recipe step by step. This recipe was requested from one of my followers. I had a short showing this recipe and she was like, do you have it as a long form? And I'm like, I gotta make it for her and post it. And I'm gonna record it in English so she can enjoy the recipe. So let's make this recipe step by step. If you are new here, I invite you to subscribe and activate the notification bell so YouTube can notify you the next time we have a recipe. In my channel, I speak with a broken English, but you will enjoy cooking with good flavor. So here I have the boneless chicken thighs that I'm going to be using for today's recipe. I'm going to take it out and clean it up. So I finished removing as much fat as possible from the chicken, and now I'm going to add salt and vinegar. White vinegar, and you add some water and you leave it there for 15 minutes so the vinegar and the salt could do their job. And then you're going to rinse it out 3 times. The reason why I rinse it out 3 times because I don't want extra sodium to be in my meat, and I do not want too much acidity from the vinegar to stay in the meat because they will change the taste on your recipe. We are going to start with black pepper since our chicken is nice and clean. We are going to continue with Dominican oregano. Dominican oregano is the same as Cuban oregano and Mexican oregano and Jamaican oregano. We have the privilege to share the same type of oregano. Adobo instead of salt. And now we're going to add turmeric and paprika, garlic powder, and now we have to add some thyme, dry thyme, and now I'm gonna add a spoon of liquid seasoning, which is a seasoning that we used to use in the Dominican Republic for meat. They sell it over here in America. This is how it looks like. I am not promoting any brand. It's for those that are not Dominican, they know what I'm talking about. Okay. And now we're going to mix it up to incorporate everything. I forgot to tell you guys that I cut every piece of chicken thigh in 4 pieces, so then like that the pieces could be small and it's easy to stir and move the spoon around because I'm going to be putting potatoes and carrots, so then like that the meat doesn't break. And now we're just going to put saran wrap, and we're going to leave it there for 3 hours or whatever time you have. If you want to do it from one day to another, it will be more flavorful. It will have more flavor, sorry, but you keep whatever time you have. I see you in a couple hours. And the 3 hours already passed by, and here's my chicken ready to cook it. And in here I have the fresh ingredient that I'm going to be adding to my chicken. First, I'm going to be adding some oil to the pot, and what we're going to do with this oil is that we are going to stir fry fresh onions and peppers. Put it in, no matter if the oil is cold, it doesn't matter. It eventually get hot. And while the oil get hot, I'm going to show you the other ingredients that we're going to be adding later on. Cilantro, green onions, fresh thyme, culantro, and this is the other pieces of the pepper because we're going to stir fry out those. We're going to add this later on to be add fresh taste. This is ajicito gustoso. We're going to remove this and we're going to cut it in half and take off the seeds. And here we have fresh garlic and the other part of the onions that we're going to be adding later on. And in here I have 4 small potatoes and 2 carrots. I already peeled them and washed them. I put it in water so they don't change color. And now let's start our onions and our peppers. Smells delicious. I love the smell of fresh ingredient when I'm cooking. You guys do not understand. Taking back to my childhood when my aunties and my grandma were cooking. You knew they were cooking because all of the fresh ingredients have nice scent in the kitchen. Let's let them crystallize. We are going to add a spoon of tomato paste. And we're going to incorporate it until it kind of melt out. And at this point, you make sure that you have your stove in medium flame because you do not want to burn your onions and your peppers. And you don't want it to get stuck onto the top either. And now we're just gonna add our chicken. And we're gonna let our chicken stir fry. And we're gonna let our chicken also let go its own water as well. Let's incorporate. And we're just gonna let it stir fry until the chicken start letting go its own juices. Smells amazing. I'm gonna cover and leave it in medium flame. And as you see, it let go all the juices. And what I'm going to do now is to prevent it from burning, I'm going to add a cup of water to the bowl where I season the chicken. And I'm going to add it to the chicken because we don't want to lose the flavors. And I also made a knot with the cilantro, the culantro, the thyme, and the green onions. And now is also the best time to add the carrots and the potato. The boneless chicken thighs cook pretty quick. Potatoes cook faster than carrots. So this is a dish that doesn't take a lot of effort. It's a quick dinner, nice and healthy. A lunch is filling. My son loved this as a meal prep to take it to school. And ever since he got braces, he's been eating a lot of this. I made this recipe twice a week for my son. He loves it. And he said that his favorite lunch ever since he had braces is this because the chicken is nice and tender. The potatoes and the carrots are easy to chew. Especially when they adjust his braces, he said that it's the best meal to have. So I'm going to cover it. I'm going to add a little bit more of water. I added 1 cup and this is another cup. So 2 cups of water in total. And you're going to add depending on how much chicken you're going to have. So it's okay. My grandmother used to say that you're supposed to add, when you have vegetables, roots vegetable to boil, you're supposed to add water until it comes up to the surface so it could have enough steam to boil and cook. We are going to cover. We are going to cover until I get the fresh garlic ready. So here I have the ajicito gusto, so I removed the head and the seeds, and 3 small bay leaf, the 4 pieces of garlic, and half of a chicken cube. If you do not use chicken cube in your meal, it's okay. Just replace it by adding salt. I like to use the sodium from the chicken cube It adds flavor and sodium to it. So I open it, let me break it. And let's add these ingredients. The fresh garlic gives this recipe a nice taste. If you don't like too much garlic, you could use 2. But like I said, it depends how much chicken you're gonna use and how much you like garlic. I didn't stir fry with the onions and the pepper because I like to add it. I have the potato already in, the carrots, so kind of the flavor from the garlic can penetrate on the potato as well. But you do it to your liking. We're going to cover, let it cook. In the meantime, I'm going to be cutting this fresh ingredient that I left here for the end of the recipe. I like to add it there. And our potatoes and our carrots are fully cooked, as you can see them. So I'm going to now put it completely low. I don't want it to continue cooking, but I don't want it to get cold. And what I'm going to do right now is removing the ingredients that I put as a whole earlier. Avisito gustoso and the rest of it. And now I'm just gonna add the decoration of the recipe, the onions, peppers, and the cilantro. This is optional. If you do not really like, you know, onions and peppers in your food and cilantro, you can, you know, just bypass this step. But for some reason, I just love to add those fresh ingredients when I cook my meat and have that crunch. And my husband haven't come home yet, so what I do is now that I keep it in very low, and like the last is not even boiling, as you see, and I keep it covered so stay nice and warm, and it's gonna have a nice taste. And the recipe is finished. And our recipe is finished. Thank you for watching today's video. I hope you have enjoyed today's recipe as much as I have enjoyed making it for my family and for you guys. Thank you and God bless, and I'll see you next time. And if you are new here, don't forget to subscribe and activate the notification bell so YouTube can notify you the next time we have a new recipe. God bless you and goodbye.